There is a piece of wisdom that is not an inspiration, but a cognitive puzzle that challenges the very foundation of who we think we are. It goes like this. Yourself is not a story you remember, it is a feeling you inhabit in the present moment. This is a difficult idea. We are creatures of narrative. We believe our identity is a library of memories, a film we have been recording since birth. Our sense of self is built on the continuity of that story. The person we were yesterday is the person we are today. We see the present as a single frame, insignificant without the context of the frames that came before it. But what happens when the library is burned? What is left when the film is erased, leaving only a single, perpetually refreshing frame? I want to tell you the story of a man who lives in that frame. His name is Clive Wearing. In 1985, he was at the absolute peak of his life. He was a brilliant and celebrated musicologist, a conductor, a producer for the BBC, a man whose entire world was built on the intricate structures of memory and time found in music. Then, a common virus, herpes simplex, the one that causes cold sores, did something incredibly rare. It didn't attack his skin, it attacked his brain. Specifically, it burned away his hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for creating new memories and retrieving old ones. The result was a form of amnesia so profound, it is almost impossible for us to imagine. Clive Wearing was left with a memory span of between 7 and 30 seconds. He suffers from both anterograde amnesia, the inability to form new memories, and retrograde amnesia, the loss of most of his past. He exists in a constantly rebooting present. Every 30 seconds, his consciousness resets. For the past 4 decades, he has been, in his own words, perpetually waking up for the first time. His diary is a haunting testament to this reality. It is filled with entries crossed out, one after another. 8:31 a.m. Now I am perfectly, completely awake. 9:06 a.m. Now I am superlatively, actually awake. 9:34 a.m. Now I am genuinely, absolutely awake. Each entry is written with the absolute conviction that the previous states of consciousness were a dream, and that this is the first moment of true awareness. He is a man trapped in the first page of a book that he can never turn. His past, his brilliant career, his life story, it is a fog he cannot grasp. This is where the story should, by all rights, be an unbearable tragedy. The man has been erased. The narrative is gone. But this is also where we discover the ghost in the machine. This is where we learn what is left when the story is taken away. There are 2 things that the virus could not erase. The first is his love for his wife, Deborah. When she enters the room, his face erupts with a joy that is explosive and absolute. He will run to her, embrace her, as if he has not seen her in decades, which in his reality is true. If she leaves the room for 2 minutes and comes back in, the exact same thing happens. The recognition is not a memory in the way we understand it. It is not a fact he retrieves from his library. It is a deep, instinctual, and ever-present feeling. His love for her exists only in the now. And because it is only ever in the now, it is never diminished. The second is his music. If you sit Clive Wearing down at a piano, he will play, and he will play brilliantly. His procedural memory, the memory of how to do things, is intact. He does not remember learning to play the piano, but he knows how to play it. The music flows from a place that his narrative memory cannot touch. Clive Wearing's story is not a simple tragedy. It is a profound, unintentional, and deeply human experiment. It forces us to confront the possibility that the thing we cherish most, our life story, is not the core of who we are. It is just the commentary. The core is something else. It is the love you feel, not the memory of when it began. It is the skill in your hands, not the story of how you learned it. We are the opposite of Clive. We have our libraries of memory intact, but we spend so much time wandering their halls, lost in regrets of the past or anxieties for the future, that we forget to live in the only frame that is ever real, the one that is happening right now. He teaches us that if you strip away everything, your past, your future, your story, something essential remains, and that something is only ever found in the present.